You dick.
You like to suck big dicks?
You are such a dick.
You're a dick.
Brenda?
Dick. You're a dick.
You're a dick.
Leave him alone, Rand.
You sure look like a dick to me.
Oh, semen is tight.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Nothing Alive. I'm the Jay Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker.
And as always, this is Dick of the Week.
And today we're revisiting a old nominee. I think he probably even won at one point.
Well, no, he won the week, yeah.
He won Dick of the Week, but he didn't make it to the finals. But boy, it's like he knows we already have the list of finals and he didn't want to be one.
I'm not blaming anybody. I knew where they were, and I knew what they could and could not do. They just never realized it because they figure, surely to God we can move one person. Surely we can badger and beat one person up. Surely we can get enough protesters to make that person uncomfortable enough. They'll just say, okay, I'll vote for anything. Just quit. Well, guess what? I'm from West Virginia. I'm not from where they're from, and they can just beat the living crap out of people and think they'll be submissive.
Obviously, he's not been to West Virginia.
Obviously, he doesn't know how they do in West
You don't
Virginia.
know Jesse. Let me introduce you to Johnny and Jesse.
Let me introduce you to Cletus.
Yeah. They're both from Virginia, and they kick the shit out of you. Mountain style. I got 5 mountain.
Well, I was thinking that he would get whipped by Cletus.
So Joe
Bobby
Manchin has
Sue.
some advice for fellow Democrats. Toughen up, pussies.
And you know that
Take it on the
our
chin.
Senate Majority Leader is known for
Taking her on
kicking
the
ass,
chin. Take it on the
kicking
chin,
ass
Joe.
and taking names.
So Joe Manchin comes out of nowhere and goes to Fox News and says, "Oh no, it's a no."
Yeah, he yanked the football out from under Charlie Brown.
Lucy style, as you
Yeah,
like to
the
say.
Democrats being the Charlie Browns that they are. And he's blaming it on the fact
But it
that
said, somebody said if the Democrats fought the Republicans like they did in Brazil, that the Democrats would just pin themselves or something. Anyway, go ahead.
he's saying that he can't sell the bill to West Virginia. And I think you need to sit down with the governor, Mr. Manchin, and talk about your
Dude, like
education system in West Virginia.
It's something like 60% of people in his state are like for this and have been for it for some time now.
Well, he claims that
They're like
that
2.2 trillion. Give
hard
it to us.
on the
His own folks were like 2.2 trillion. Give it to us. Fine,
Well,
we're cool.
He's claiming that it's hard on the fossil fuel industry.
Well, he's claiming that it's hard to sell to his people,
I know,
his constituency.
and either he's lying
He's
or
absolutely lying.
it's true, and his people need to be educated.
The numbers say like 60+% of the people in his state are for it. They were for it before, and he's just like, no, I can't sell it to him. You got to bring it down to 1.75 trillion. And they're like, okay, and they brought him back 1.75 trillion a week ago, and he's like, cool, I'm on board. And then now, day before yesterday, he's like,
You know, I need to do a bit more research here. I think we need to open up his wallet and see who's been paying him recently. And
well,
I'll
he does
bet
have a
there's
houseboat
I'll bet there's some fossil fuel people in there.
in his closet for sure. So one day after seeking President Biden's signature social and climate spending legislation live on Fox, laid out a path forward that could take months and still fail. He wants legislation to go through Senate committees and focus on rolling back the 2017 Trump tax cuts. He also wants Democrats to stop trying to force him into compliance.
So this is like the Senate equivalent of throwing so much
Dude,
paper at the.
Okay.
This is the equivalent of throwing so much paper at the problem that the problem.
No one is
just
forcing
disappears.
you, Manchin. Like, no one is forcing you. They've asked you politely. They've caved to every one of your fucking things that you've asked, and then just at the last minute, you go on Fox News on Brett Baer, no less, the only news guy technically left on Fox News. And
That's
you
a
go there and
stretch.
you'll go like, hey, Biden was great. He literally said that. You saw the same shit I did.
Mhm.
He was like, Biden was great. He's really focused, And he goes, but no, I'm going to have to explain this to my family. Well, you're going to have to explain this to the hardworking families of Virginia, West Virginia.
Yeah, while you're standing on your fucking yacht,
That they're not
asshole.
going to, like, he says things like, even people in my own state are like, well, $1,000, you know, it's like, it's $1,000 is nothing or something. But it's like, yeah, they're like, give us more.
Yeah, that's exactly
But
what
he's
that
spinning
means.
it as they're saying, well, $1,000 is nothing, right? It's like, dude, $1,000 is not nothing.
Yeah,
Mansion.
$1,000 is maybe that
What it
much
costs
of
to
your
run
yacht.
your boat for an hour. Well played, you fucking sneaky bastard.
Bad mansion. Now you're my bitch. And I'll put you with the rest of my mansion.
He's been McConnell's bitch all along.
Yeah, Manchin wants a mansion, just like Mitch McConnell has mansions.
Wow, if I were Joe Manchin,
It's
I think
Manchinception.
I would not want to be Mitch McConnell. Actually,
Mansionception.
if I were a cockroach with prostatitis, I would not want to be Mitch McConnell.
Well, and it's funny because Trump is trying to like get him ousted, and the Republicans they're like, yeah, no, dude, like he's trying to like sow the seeds of like that McConnell's he's a paper tiger. He's a insert metaphor here for how weak he is. Mitch McConnell ain't weak, man. He's seen presidents come and go, bro.
Mitch
You're just
McConnell,
one of them, Trump.
Mitch McConnell is why you were able to push through 3
Dude, you're only
SCOTUS justices.
Right.
That's Mitch McConnell
This
right
is
there,
Mitch
honey.
McConnell's United States, motherfucker, not yours, Trump. Dude, you're gone, bro.
Which reminds me, many of you were led to believe that Mitch McConnell was a shoo-in for Dick of the Year. And I thought that was the case for a long time.
Well, I could still totally veto everything that she says and just make it.
You know what? Dr. Z would veto what you had to say, and the executive producer. And nipples.
Fine.
But I have
I'm
other
just tired of
plans.
staring at that veiny bastard.
Yes, we have a
Don't even say it.
we have an award
Back
for
to
the
work,
Dick
lady.
of the Year. However, I have plans for Mitch McConnell. I have something special planned for Mitch McConnell that goes well beyond Dick of the Year, and I think it's completely appropriate. And that will be revealed also in 2022.
So Manchin, the colossal fucking cockmaster that he is, basically pissed and moaned until they brought the bill back. Now, the other thing too is that they did this fucking junk CBO thing about it, right? You know what a CBO is? Good, because I don't. They did a CBO study where they basically he strung out the timeline. Manchin strung out the timeline and said, "Oh, see," but it wasn't that.
It was
timeline.
counting on credits, certain credits
like
not expiring
exactly.
that are slated to expire.
Duh. Nice try, Manchin.
Once again, proving that the people in his state, if they believe him, they aren't very well educated, and that is a problem with your state, Joe Manchin.
And they can't laugh either for 11 days.
They probably don't want to because they're freezing their balls off and
Dude,
their industry's drying up.
I don't know what he's going to do after this, because after the next election, like the vast majority of the people are probably pretty pissed at him right now. Does he think he's going to get a job from McConnell after this? Or
when is he up for re-election?
I don't know. This year?
Is it
2022?
I'm going to have to look.
He's not a senator, right? He is a senator.
He is a senator.
Yeah. So did he just get reelected? Or
that's what we need to look at.
2024.
That's what we need to look at.
Check out that.
I would bet he's not up for re-election, which is why he's acting like a total shithead.
Well, he's just trying to get more houseboat money.
Yeah, he's trying to get more houseboat. He's not trying to get reelected.
He needs more houseboat money from you. People in Virginia, West Virginia, who are obviously not voting with him. They're not interested in what the fuck you're selling.
Get your ass down into that coal mine and make more money for Manchin's houseboat.
Yeah, not cool. Manchin. Manchin's comments on Monday put him directly at odds with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. Well, no shit. There's a paper tiger.
I have another word for Chuck Schumer, but
who is mulling over other tactics. Schumer sent a letter to members Monday morning saying he'll put the 1.7 trillion education, child care, climate, and tax reform bill to a floor vote so that every member of this body has the opportunity to make their position known on the Senate floor, not just on television.
oh, that's so scary.
Mm.
Yeah, no wonder Manchin's feeling so intimidated.
Well,
and
that's why he
bullied.
went on Fox News. Look, if you don't believe that this dude's a Republican, just look at Fox News, and Manchin will tell you all about it. Because that's what he just did. He doesn't give a shit about what his own people think, let alone what the people in California think. Isn't it? It's part of the law back east that you have to hate people in California.
I don't know about back east. I don't know. I think it's
It's
Midwest.
mandatory in the Southeast and Midwest that you hate California.
Well, a long time ago when I went to St. Louis and I was at the airport, and anytime anyone found out I was from California, it wasn't, they didn't sneer at me. They said, "Take me with you."
Yeah, right.
I was like, I had no idea.
Hey, when I was in Alabama as a little kid, they thought that the streets out here were paved in gold. Not so much, but way
You
better.
probably told him that.
Yeah, way better than West Virginia. I didn't deny it. But yeah, way out in West Virginia, Joe Manchin, Democrat, who was voted by Democrats, but like he's totally fucking them, and he has to know it. The numbers are there. Does he think that the people are just going to vote for him anyway? Oh no, Manchin, certified dick of the fucking week. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
It just, dude. Why don't you look? You're gonna go on Fox News, man? That's harsh. Why not do it like a civilized person and fucking do it on Twitter?
Why doesn't he just make himself a Republican?
It's not like it's never happened before.
I mean, I think maybe it's a strategic thing.
Oh, because he'd get voted out immediately.
Or that he wants to be like a wolf in sheep's clothing, so he can be like a.
Well, look at him pissing and moaning how he's like, I grew up in West Virginia and we're tough, and he's crying about how he's like
they're bullying
me into compromising.
You know, this is what they always do. This is what they always do. This is.
He's got no Manchin.
I mean, Trump is like the king of just tearing people down, and then the minute someone says something just a little bit mean, he goes on Twitter and says,
"There's a question:
This is harassment."
If Trump was like berating you to your face, would you just not laugh hysterically? Like, would you really take it personally?
I would turn on my phone and say, "Look at me, I'm famous. I must be really powerful." I would be laughing my ass off.
I would laugh my ass off right in his face.
I'd say, keep going. Your face is getting redder.
Keep
going.
Just watch him run out of shit to say in like 2 seconds. And you just be like, I'm waiting. Keep going. Tell me how terrible I am. Look, man, it's only been like 15 seconds and I paid you for 10 minutes.
Well, he would just start repeating himself. And I would say, look, I paid for 15 minutes of original material.
You've been berating me.
And you're fucking repeating yourself because you don't have the memory or the vocabulary.
So I just wonder what Manchin's angle is on this shit. What do you like? What is he after as far as this goes? Like, is this a flex? Or he's just like, look, I can flex and fuck shit up for Democrats? Like,
again, I say we open his wallet and see who's giving him money. Was there an 11th hour payout from a lobbyist? That's where I'm. My first thing is always look at the money, especially with someone like this guy
that's a gimme.
Who's so flagrant. I mean, just doing his little "let them eat cake" speech from his fucking yacht. I'm sorry, the fucking is the only modifier for that yacht.
You heard it from Miss Parker first. Your Miss Parker. On what is our New Year's Eve. Hey, everybody. This segment is brought to you by dailyapparelstore.com.
Grayson Babcock.
You want to look fly in some swag from Nothing Yet Live or from anywhere else or anything else you want on, he's good.
Top quality clothing.
Material. Yeah. Makes our stickers and swag.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Jay's going to be going on the road.
I know. You can tell I'm just like.
Yeah, he's got short timer's disease.
Mhm.
And he's all excited and he's packing. There's signs of it everywhere. And we're going to be doing something a little different. We're not going to go on hiatus. We are actually going to be doing shows. I don't know how many, but we're going to be doing shows from the road.
Go on.
And Jay has opened up the floor for anybody who wants to join in.
Yeah, there you go.
We're going to be doing our shows on Zoom. And
Yeah, you guys are welcome to join in. That'll be fun.
You want to be a Brady Bunch face on the screen?
We'll figure out how that works.
Let me know what your email address is, and I will invite you.
I'm gonna do some man on street thing maybe and tell you, right?
Yeah.
If I bump into somebody famous, I'll let you know. Oh, you'll be the first one to know. But you never know with me. Famous person might not be famous.
He interviews some pretty cool people who aren't famous.
But that look famous.
Or look like they should be famous.
Well, they
Yeah.
look like famous people sometimes. I've got a handful of them.
Well, you have that photo of Dr. Phil with your ex-wife.
Dr. Phil and Sam Elliott.
Oh, I don't remember that
Donald
one.
Sutherland.
Hey, you do a show
Got
with
a handful of them.
with
I got a picture of me with Discount Francis.
Florence Welch every day.
All right, you guys, we'll be back in a minute with the COVID corner. It's always uplifting. You know that.
This is Dick of the Week.
I have the Jay Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker.
This is Nothing Out Loud.